up.
Just for 1 second.
Okay.
Every time you put your finger, smacking the paper.
I'm so sorry. Take it from me. I'm not going to use it.
All right, here you go.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna stand.
I guess when I get nervous, I
can tell
also...
you're nervous.
People
I start to like lose my breath. I can't breathe.
Okay.
You know, I've lived out west for a long time, so sustainability was just something that I'm just used to. I don't really think about it. Like recycling, all those types of things are just things I've been doing since I was 17. And I'm just glad that it's gotten as much publicity and become as much of a trend as it's become, because I think it's made a lot of people stop and think about it. I would say growing up in this area, I would come back from California, Colorado, and people were like, oh, you know, you're so hippie now. And that used to be considered weird and hippie and just kind of, you know, people weren't doing it. But I think that, you know, it's become a lot more, it's sort of not acceptable to not do it. So to me, the outdoors has always been my inspiration. I'm happiest when I'm outside. I can spend time outside till the cows come home. I love to be outside. So for me, that's exactly how Celsius Designs came up, was just a lot of time in the mountains, which is where I feel my most creative and my most raw. So the concept behind my design was to sort of come up with the multi-layered idea. And I liked the idea that it was a very obvious saying that everybody's heard. And really, it became multi-layered when I thought about it, from the idea that not only do we have to act on a local level, but we really need to act on a bigger level. And so the saying to me, when you say, can't see the forest for the trees, you're talking more about the bigger picture, not getting too focused on the details. You know, bigger picture, environmentalism, global warming, China, these developing countries, and their footprints, our footprints. But then when you come down to it, you really do need to stop and look at the actual trees. And that's more of an acting on a local level. I think that that's about recycling, bringing your own bags to the store, doing all the things that you can do on your own to just try to add to this environmental. Sorry. I think that the concept actually, for me, sort of all came together because in the end, it was a very literal translation. When you talk about seeing the forest and the trees, not only are you talking about the idea of it being, you know, a large-scale project, a local-scale project, but it is actually walking around and seeing the trees. And in Washington, we have a ton of trees, and we're really fortunate to have a ton of parks, and it's an amazing city that way. You don't really think of Washington as extremely green city, but it is.